style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Vans, ooh, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a
Good morning all. Morning Zoom boys and ladies, of course. How are we doing? Morning YouTube chat. Yes sir. How are we doing, guys? Hope everyone is well. Happy Thursday to all. Let me check how all systems go. As far as I can see, we are all systems go. Looking good, looking good. Morning. Amazing. What's the utility? Trading with a group? Huge utility. Trading's a lonely sport. Lonely game, and at the end of the day, if you're in a group, you get to bounce ideas off people, build confidence with others, and all of that stuff. So much more than that, right? You can it's mostly being part of a community, so you can better get a better understanding of what you want to do. But today we have GJ dumping yesterday. PMI news came out yesterday. PMI is Purchasing Managers Index. Basically, in layman's term, all it basically means is that how is the economy been in terms of business activity. And we saw a downturn, unexpected downturn, which also is going to be representing in the ECB, which is the European Central Bank. We will also see that they had a downturn in their economic activity, and also the UK, and that was unexpected, showing that there is more chances of a recession, showing that there's basically that the economy is not doing too well, and we might see future rate pauses to try let the economy recover a little, causing this massive dumpola here. So we had a big dump party here, and now kind of we're just coming back here. This candle here is a gap, so I wonder if it shows on this broker. It should show on this broker. Oh no, it doesn't. But on my broker, it's a gap here on the left here. This candle gapped open. That's why it's impossible to catch this move, because that was a gap open on the broker. So immediately the liquidity providers pulled liquidity from the brokerage, and that's how it works, right? So that's nice to see that people are keeping people safe, and this is why we don't trade news, right? So at the end of the day, let me just double check exactly where my gap is on my brokerage here. Yeah, gap is just hovering somewhere around this wick, I could say. This whole this is basically the gap, like this. So gap fills do not have to be filled immediately. Remember that a gap fill does not have to be filled immediately. So at the end of the day, let's go ahead and do the analysis here, starting from the daily time frame. So daily time frame, obviously a scary close below the range here, but what I love is that we pull back directly back into this zone. And if whoever's in Zoom chat, do you remember the webinar, the key zone we're looking at? Everyone's looking at here, but I told you it's still macro bullish as long as we're above where? Exactly. So as long as we're above there, we're still macro bullish. Yes sir. And looks like we're trying to hold some support here. We do have this daily resistance, daily support, right? Which is now also we can put /DS. I know I have a lot of lines, but GJ has been moving super fast, and I haven't had time to clean up my charts. So forgive me for that. But 4-hour time frame on the other hand here, this is what I like to see. Price close bullish, try to fail, and then close above. So this is a very nice close. Current 4-hour nipple wick, which is not the best as always. And basically targets are going to be the next 4-hour support here, and basically that gap, which I should have marked up. There we go, perfect. And if we break back into that, then we can look to go and tap into this daily support. This you can consider a whole zone here, but essentially I'm pretty much more bullish than bearish at the moment. I don't see viable sells until we get back below 500. and that's just because of where the daily is rejecting. Daily has already reached target, so everyone's gonna try sell the crap out of this, and daily has reached target. We reached where we want to reach. There's, you know, we filled this LTA zone here. To go and tap it again after a rejection wick, it's hard, right? 4-hour time frame, what's the story? 4-hour created double support, created a resistance, closed above the support. It's not looking as bearish as people think. So really, for sells, for me to make sense, I would need to see a resistance formed on the 4-hour, like a strong bearish 4-hour close, breaking that low, and then I can look for, you know, downside, right? And then I could see some downside and price to continue down bearish. But for now, it looks more bullish populated than bearish. Problem is, we do have this gap from here to here, so we have to manage trading around that gap. So preferably, I would like to see the gap filled before I kind of take any trades. I'm not buying the highs here. I don't think that's a smart idea. What I would preferably love to see is basically a simple pullback, setup number 2, and a continuation. I would love to see that. And yeah, but I don't want to trade inside of the gap. I want to trade to the gap, but not inside of it. That's not something I want to do, right? If you want to do it, you can, but the probabilities of gap trading are really bad. So you want to only trade to the gap, but not inside of the gap. That's why I want to see a pullback. Everyone gets too excited with a gap. Don't be excited, right? So too many lines. Yeah, I need to clean it up, but you have to remember, prices move pretty fast, right? Prices move pretty fast. On my broker, we're inside the gap now. Yeah, this is going to be the problem. Everyone's broker is going to be different. I'm going to follow my broker and just base it off that. So that's what I'm going to do. Bro, can you please do a giveaway? I'm struggling for my family crisis. Well, that giveaway, if you don't win, then that doesn't solve your family crisis. To solve a family crisis, you need to do something proactive. Sitting and watching a YouTube stream is not going to do much, right? You need to try solve that family crisis. So I wish you the best. I'm sorry to hear you're in that position, but you have to take action to try get yourself out of that. And YouTube stream is not going to do that for you, man. So wish you all the best. And yeah, man, hopefully you can get through it. Tough times make tough people. And I'm sure that, you know, you'll come out a better and stronger person. Many people have been through the same. And there is brightness on the other side, man. So pullbacks to continue make sense, right? Yeah, DJ moved fast yesterday. I just left all my lines on. It's okay. So at the end of the day, you know, we don't have to always remove the lines. People not gonna like it. That's their problem. It's my charts, not their charts. So yeah, pullbacks to continue look okay here. And yeah, that's basically GJ what I'm looking for. As for gold, let's have a look at gold here. Daily candle continuation, pretty simple on gold. Previous daily close bullish here as we started breaking above that 1905. As I said yesterday, breaking above 1905, that's going to give you the continuation. And once we get that 4-hour candle closing above, and we kind of see we rejected it, and then we start breaking above there, that's what's going to give you the continuation towards the upside. After such a strong 4-hour close, you know, upside still makes sense. Remember that zone that we're coming from. We're coming from this very strong support here. And as I said, till anything closes below this daily support, it's going to be hard to see a sell. So for sells to make sense now, I think we need a 4-hour closure, which would be very nice. A 4-hour closure below 1914 to continue the weekly momentum of the weekly bearish close here. But we have broken the current weekly high, so this may want to pull back a little bit deeper. And next targets are going to be around 1926 here. So for gold, I'm bullish today on gold. 4 hours bullish, previous daily bullish, bias is bullish. And I think attainable targets is around 1926. As always, London session in gold, inconsistency. I would prefer to see gold continue in New York. If I was trading gold in New York, or I might be, probably above 1922 for buys, or pullbacks down to continue. But this is pretty simple setup. As long as we're respecting around 1915, we should be able to continue bullish. Even if we dip down below here, we could still continue bullish. Yeah, and as long as we respect this, we should be able to continue up here and, you know, continue the uptrend here to around that 1926. I mean, looks like there's a bit of volume here at the moment. You know, this 15-minute close could be an option, but that's not something I'll take in IC and in London session. Yesterday was a banger. I'm glad you liked the trades. So yeah, that's the analysis for today. How many of us? 343 in the morning here. Appreciate every single one of you guys showing up. Pleasure to have you guys on stream as always. And you know what I'm going to ask right now? If you haven't already, can we please do the YouTube business? So can we do the YouTube business? And I would appreciate a like. 350 of us, we could get at least 150 likes. It shows me you guys are active. And yesterday when you guys were active, right? At the end of the day, we got the nice liquidity and we continued the move down. So that was very nice to see. So if you could like the stream, you know the YouTube business, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's get it, guys. 150 likes would be great. Hate to say it, but that's how it is. Do you trade NY off stream? Yes, I do trade NY off stream. I trade NY basically every single Tuesday. I stream NY in the group, and then I trade NY and basically just chat, you know, because I don't want to sit at the charts for 8 hours a day. It's not what I signed up for trading, right? And it's what we shouldn't do. Something I do want to discuss is the BRICS meetings going on. So BRICS is basically outside of the G7, right? So today we have BRICS, we have unemployment claims later, by the way. And this is all of the countries outside of the G7. So the G7 is kind of like the you know, the big countries and Europe and America. And BRICS is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, right? So they're holding this meeting here. What's very important is these countries, if they combine themselves, especially China, you have to remember that 40% of the world population is part of BRICS. So they have a big population here. And also there's another 20 countries that want to join BRICS. And if they put this power together, what ends up happening is they could look to dominate the dollar. And that has been talked about since the 1980s, 1960s. People have talked about basically dominating the dollar here. The only problem is that with China, if they can come to some form of agreement to de-dollarize, you know, to basically remove the dollar from transactions and try to de-dollarize the world, this is going to put a lot of pressure. This is going to be a lot of pressure on the USD, and we'll see a big impact in the markets based on that. So we'll see what discussions come from that, and that's something we need to consider. But at the end of the day, we need to just understand what's going on there and understand that they're also trying to invite oil countries into here, which is also going to increase their power. So they definitely, and they're talking about AI. You have to realize that China is very, very far ahead in terms of AI and technology and transport. And if they get ahead of America, which they are, and then they start trading in a different currency, the biggest threat is that if they make a BRICS currency, so they make a central currency that BRIC countries only use to trade within with each other, that's what's going to put a lot of pressure on the rest of the world, especially on the dollar. And that's where we see Dixie lose strength. And of course, when Dixie lose strength, we see a big impact in the market. So it's basically what I wanted to say. Just a quick update about that. I don't think China has a lot of debt in the dollar, but if the dollar goes into they kind of do a global reset, then we'll see a big thing. Nothing is gonna happen immediately. It's all talks, and at the end of the day, it's all talks, and basically it will take a lot of time. But just interesting to understand what's going on in the world. It's very important when we trade the markets to understand what's going on around us. Many people fail to do that, and they lack understanding in the markets, which I believe has had a big impact in my trading, is having general economic understanding. We are doing an economic job here. We are in finance, so you should have the knowledge of being able to put all of this together, right? Will it affect trading? It won't affect trading, but it can bring volume into the markets. What do I prefer, London or NY session? I love GJ, so London session is going to be my session. It's just based on my pair and my time. I prefer to trade in the morning. Everyone wondering what O? Thanks for analysis and whatnot. Very good. Welcome, welcome. De-dollarization, let's do it. I'm waiting till 10 o'clock here. I'm hoping this candle can close bearish at 10 o'clock so that we can have a 1 hour bullish close here and we can have a setup 3 on the 15 minute because yesterday the volume came in at 10 a.m. So I want to be involved in the same time as the move. Getting in now in the last 5 minutes, I don't want to risk it because of what I saw yesterday and buying the highs. So I need to see some sort of bearish candle and then the next one break the highs. Website name is called Forex Factory. I'm from South Africa. Everyone excited? Saudi Arabia. Yeah, that would be huge. Harry Gold, there's no bottom wick. Let's have a look. There should be bottom wick on previous daily, I think. Yeah, no bottom wick. You are correct. So yeah, this could flip. Has it broke? But it's broke the high, right? We saw 2 candles. No, this candle, no bottom wick. There's just a lot of volume here. What are we getting from Castus? Anytime you send a chart, man, you have to tell me what you want me to look at. Just looking at this chart, I don't really understand. You have to make it clear. I saw you post the chart here, but you have to tell me exactly what you want me to see here. Oh yeah, setup number 3. Yeah. Don't compare it like that. Don't compare it like that though. Every day is a different day. I like how we're respecting this 4-hour resistance. It's a tough spot to buy even, you know, we are buying the highs here. Let's see the close. We'll wait for the close. That's the best thing, to wait for the close. Quick question. Why is it that Asia session often has big spreads? Asia does have a lot of traders. How come? That's because it's not as much volume as you find in London and New York. So when there's less volume, spreads tend to widen because of the lack of liquidity. Nasdaq, what, you want us to look at Nasdaq, or what about Nasdaq? Huge volume? Yeah. Hi, if the dollar fails, will it mean the JPY gets stronger? Well, JPY is a safe haven currency, so we might see money flow into the JPY, but you have to remember that the JPY is also supported by the dollar. A lot of countries hold dollar debt, so it's not about the dollar failing, it's more the dollar having a massive reset. It's a very complicated thing. It will not be overnight, it will take time. But no, I wouldn't expect the JPY to fall. What does it mean when there's no bottom wick in the candle? It means there's no bottom wick. That's what it means. 3 pips to 1 hour resistance. Where's your 1 hour resistance? Yeah, you can ignore this whole zone. This is just one big zone right here. I'm not too worried about it because of how it is on the 30. I'm more interested at this 4 hour zone. I mean, you could watch it, but it depends. I don't really like this close anyways. It's not a clean setup 3. I think I prefer pullbacks here, guys, you know. What strategy do you use for GJ? Go ahead and look at the trades we take and you'll find out. Right? Make sure you guys join the free Discord and have a look at the stream journal. You can see all the trades we take. Right? Yesterday, the trade we took, all of the stuff is all documented on here. So make sure to go ahead and have a look at that. All right, candles closed here. I don't like this close. It doesn't tell me anything. It's basically just close weak bullish after retesting 4-hour resistance, which is great. But I've seen time and time again, this has happened a lot of times on the chart. This will break the high now. And it's like a 50-50. I've seen so many times price break the high. Let me use a different drawing tool. So I've seen, yeah, this happen. And now we get a rejection and price just ends up closing bearish. And then later we go and retest the high. If this just starts pushing, that's fine. We can take more trades. But I'm not just going to rip a buy at the high here and risk being put into drawdown FOMOing into the highs. I want to see something more structure. Yeah, this is common. This is exactly what rips and breaks the high. I just said that and now pulls back. Yeah, this is such a common move. Triggers everyone. And now we see the pullback here. And now you're hoping that it flips to get out of the move. This is exactly what I was just talking about. So nice to see that happen. Seen it time and time again. And what I would love to see is like a deeper pullback. Maybe down to somewhere around here. And then we can take it up towards the upside, which would be beautiful to see. If the candle closes with no wick, it means reversal, not no wick. It's basically 50-50. Oh, small wick? No, small wick is nothing. Just explain what it means. No upper wick, no bottom wick. It's so simple. No wick means there's no wick. If you guys don't know what a wick is, you need to go back and learn on baby pips. These are wicks. If there's no wick, that means there's no wick. Yeah, projected that zone nicely. But that's that move I told you, that quick push. It got a little bit above it. But yeah, rejecting around that zone. Now that it's tested, if this becomes a resistance, anything closing above the resistance, we can go. Because it's already tested. Makes sense? Is there any room left in your exclusive group? No, there is not. But you've been here for a while. If you want to be the last person before I do it, I don't mind. Because you've been asking for like a week. So if you yesterday you said you were planning on joining. So if you'd like to, then yes. I don't mind letting you in, man. If you just DM me, it's fine. The only reason I keep spots is so I can make sure everyone that's coming in is taken well care of. And that I can manage it. You know, and I don't want, because the group, I don't want it just random people showing up who I don't know and stuff like this. He's capping, he won't join. Well, the link is still open. The link is still open on the website. So you can use that link and then I'll, after stream, I will shut it down until we open spots next month. And make sure everyone in there is happy, satisfied. And yeah. What can you do if any broker stops withdrawing? Well, your broker just scammed you. So you got messed up there, man. You need to change broker. Right? You got scammed by a broker, unfortunately. And this is why I tell people to stick to big people. I do plan on joining to get more in depth. Harry's one who got me into trading. Amazing. Stream for a week. Nice. Bro, breakout trading won't work anymore? Really? Are you sure? Breakout trading won't work anymore? Setup number 1 is a breakout, we won. Setup number 1 breakout, we won. Setup number 1 breakout, we won. Right? Setup number 1, break even here. 1. You know? It all depends on market conditions. There's probability and statistics. Do you think the LTA created by news will be corrected? It doesn't have to happen in one day, but if GJ wants to continue bullish, then I do think this is a great opportunity. Great opportunity. Looking for sells on GJ? No, I'm not looking for sells on GJ. You think I can improve my trading by just watching all your videos, or is it better to join your program? You can improve your trading from my YouTube, but at the end of the day, you have to apply the information, and that's where people struggle. And to be able to apply information, you might need help. So it depends. If you want to fast track your process, then of course being around people is the best way, and to ask questions to me directly, be part of the community, you know, send your charts, get feedback. You're going to improve super fast, and you're not going to waste any time. But of course, if that's not something you want to invest money into, then you don't have to. But you know, you might be doing things wrong, and if you do things wrong, then you're just wasting time. And that's the only difference, is that I find people, they interpret the information the wrong way, because you can't make a 12-minute video and expect everyone to learn the exact same way off a 12-minute video. So that's the difference. What's the best way for a trader to break through a losing period? To find out why you're losing. There has to be a reason why you're losing, right? And to be consistent, you have to say, okay, why am I losing in this trade? Obviously, your plan does not work. So you start from the basics. Is your analysis playing out during the day? That's the first thing you guys need to check. Is your analysis playing out? This might be a good video idea. This is a good video idea. How to dissect if you're a losing trader. This might be a great video idea. Is there a difference between the exclusive group and the paid Discord? The exclusive group is the paid Discord. The exclusive group is the paid Discord. You couldn't find the exclusive group link? It's in the description. So you have to check, is your analysis playing out? If your analysis is playing out, then that's great. That means that it's just an entry problem. So then you have to say, okay, fine. Is your entry, where's your entry problem? Is it because of you're not waiting for candles to close? Is it, and you go step by step down, 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 and then you'll do this. Guys, I'll just post link in chat. All the information's on there, because too many people are asking. But if people join, no one has joined now. If someone joins, then I'll close it, because I want to make sure I know who's coming in and to keep it clean. I usually interpret the wick like a balanced price of series of points where buyers find sellers. The break of the wick might represent prevail of buyers, vice versa. Yeah, definitely when we're looking to get an efficient move, it gives us so much more confidence. So yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about, guys, right? That wick up, I've seen it time and time again, and then the deep pullback and you lost the trade. Like that. You know, so quick you see that happen. What did it take for you to become where you are now? And thank you for the advice. Man, it took a lot of work and a lot of dedication, and it took actually its stages, you know. If you can remember all of the work you've done, you've not done enough. If you can remember all of the work you've done, you've not done enough. You have to reach a point where you've done so much work and been through so much that you're just like, I forgot what I was doing when I started. That's how you know that you've done enough. Or, I mean, you've never done enough, but that's how you know you're basically giving it your all. So yeah, that's my advice, man. I should make a video on that. What should I call the video? Is Crest in the Zoom here, man? Haven't seen him. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's a good video idea. Can you note that down, man? Please. Amazing. That's the name of the video, Krusty Crest. That's what we'll call it. What's the difference between the $50 per month group and the $600 program? $600 is not it's a one-on-ones, and it's application only, and it's closed. That is closed at the moment. Right? So that's one-on-ones. That's where you'll directly learn from me, and I'll take you through everything, but that's application only. You can't join that. You have to apply. I have to do a Zoom call with you. I have to make sure that you are ready for it, blah blah blah, because at the end of the day, it's not something that pays a lot for the time I have to give. So I want to make sure to work with individuals that can progress, and that of course helps build a brand image. That's more what's in it for me. And the group is basically a community. So it's a community where you get the same thing, but you're getting it with multiple people. We're working with things together, and we're trading live every day. So I think it's a great thing. What a lot of people tend to do is if they want more information one-on-one, they join the group, they gain the information, and then if they want to sit with me one-on-one, they just ask for a session, and I can fit it in, and that's the best way. So that's the difference, man. And $50 per month is you're part of the community, right? There's a lot of features. Check the video out. It will explain everything. Trading title, Never Enough. Yeah, that's a cool title, but only stream people will understand. How many hours did you study a day to get where you are now? I just studied all the time, man. Like, I didn't time it, man. I just went, Cells don't make sense at the moment, man, because of the 4-hour change of structure we had. Remember that trade we took on the 15-minute? This thing can still flip here, We need like a 4-hour candle closing bearish, or we need the change of structure to happen here. What I would love to see is like a 15-minute try and then fail, Otherwise, I would just look for sells below 250, breaking back into this range, because it can reject anywhere from here. That daily time frame already hit our target. That's what's key. What do you think of increasing stop loss and keep adding more lots to a losing position for price to pull back to get at break even? Well, increasing a stop loss is never a good idea, because that's not your plan, man. You should never increase a stop loss. You should always have stop loss in a place, and your stop loss shouldn't be so big that you can add too many positions in loss. Your stop loss should just be something that maybe you can add one position. Adding positions in loss is basically a martingale type strategy, and you have to trust your analysis. But the problem is can your account handle it? Can your account handle it? Because if your account cannot handle that type of drawdown, then you're going to be in big trouble, right? And if it doesn't play out, that one move is going to mess up all of your months worth of trading, 2 months worth of trading, unless you're able to aggressively risk that again. It's like a cycle. So if you're going to risk, let's say you're going to go in with your original stop loss, let's do the math. This is the way. So if your original stop loss is $1,000, and then when you're in loss, you add another $2,000, and then when you're in more loss, you add another $1,000. Now your total risk is how much? $4,000. So you have 4,000 total risk. Originally you plan to risk 1,000. If you make on average 1,000 per trade, then you're risking 4 times your average win. So if you're risking 4 times your average win, if you lose this trade, it's going to take a lot of your profits, and you have to be on the next trade, you have to go pretty heavy on risk to make sure to make this back, because you'll have to make it back and make profits. So it could set you back. You have to be very, 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 it's a very tough thing, especially for beginners and long term, to be able to do it, stuff like that. It's personally not the way I trade. Do the YouTube business? Yeah, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, come on, 500 of us in here, only 173 likes. Are you guys sleeping or what? We give all the trades. Yesterday we had a nice win on stream. I'm here giving, value. You guys have to show some support. I appreciate it. $70K drawdown? What happened? You're in $70K drawdown, man? What happened? See a lot of Dawn. Have I used hedging? No, I would not hedge. He's in 70K drawdown live right now. Well, I'm sure if he has a plan, then he has to follow his plan. And you can't judge. I mean, I think it's pretty heavy. It's not the way I personally trade. But if he has a plan, then it's okay. The only problem is if you do not have years worth of profits and your account cannot handle that, it's very tough. And it's very tough to basically make those increments and then take a big hit like that. And this is personally why I don't like the idea of running it like that, But at the end of the day, his plan is 10 pips, 300 pips SL. Listen, I'm not going to talk about other people. At the end of the day, I focus on me. If it's his plan and it works for him, I'm happy. Right? You can't say anything like that, but, whether I agree with the plan or not is not going to affect him. It's not going to affect me, right? It's not going to make my trading any better. It's not going to make his trading any better, so it doesn't matter. And you just have to be like that, at the end of the day. But I think if people who don't have years of profit, right, I think it could be very harsh to do that type of stuff. Respect for not backstabbing. Listen, I don't hate anyone. If, for someone to come on live and to trade in front of people, I have uttermost respect. And if it works for him, then I'm super happy. Super happy, and that's all that matters, because he's focusing on him and I'm focusing on me. And he's doing that live, right? So props to him for doing that live. He's not, it's in front of everyone for everyone to see. So you have to be like that. As long as someone's not doing something to affect me, then it does not matter, right? You can't hate against anyone. What is there to hate? That's such a cheap way. When people are doing bad in this industry, when they have to use other people to make themselves look better. It's like, just do you. As I said, I just live stream in front of people. If people like the way I trade, happy with me. If they don't like the way I trade, they're not gonna watch what I do, right? I have certain ways of managing my risk that I think is beneficial for me long term, and that is the way I do it, right? It's the way I do it, and it's the way that I think is beneficial for me long term and makes sense, and that's how it is. People are in different standpoints. If he's been, if he's in profits for the last 2-3 years, it might not be anything for him. And that's why it might be a tough strategy for many people, is because they don't have that build up. This is the difference between someone who has experience and someone who doesn't, is they can afford that. At some point in my career, I found out that my analysis was playing out a lot of the time. And I could have a higher win rate if I just left a bigger stop loss. But then what I found out is the time that it goes wrong, it takes me too long to recover that loss. So that's just basically why I avoided that. But if it works for other people, you can't say anything. Finally a clean pullback. Yeah, now we'd like to see a close above 500, and you guys know the drill. Pretty simple. If not 250, we're selling below 250. Pretty simple. Gold, let's see what gold is doing. Yeah, just consolidating. Typical London range here. We could see a pullback after these rejections down to around 1917 and then continuation. You know, but for me, based on the way I trade, with previous daily closing bullish and previous 4 hour also closing bullish, for me, buys make sense to get at least up to 1925 here. But London, we can see a pullback first. Morning ATR, man, long time. Chat is always cheering when it's a win, but it's when a loss, it's someone else's fault. Bro, Jabbar, yesterday, go look at my stream. I was 1 pip away from stop loss. Everyone said I was wrong. They said, oh, you're buying an uptrend, you're selling this, you're doing this, And then as soon as it went in profit, they all left. Everyone left. The stream views went down by 200 because they were going opposite of what I was doing. And then we won the trade because I followed my plan. Do you use Fibonacci? I can view Fibonacci with my eyes. I don't really need it. Hey man, first time on your stream. Love how you talk. Yeah, I don't want to talk about other people because I don't think it's necessary. I like to just focus on me, but I'm never gonna talk anything bad. It's just I think a lot of people who watch streamers know what's happening, and I just want to explain to everyone that if you have a plan, but thank you for following. If you guys haven't subscribed, I would appreciate a subscribe. Is your Discord group for beginners friendly like a course? It's more interactive, so you need to be active there and stuff like that. But yes, I have made it friendly for beginners, and that was one of the purposes, is I have put these fundamental sections, so you get access to this Google Drive, and you'll have part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6. You watch through all these videos, and then on the Zoom calls, which all the people are on now, you can ask questions and stuff like that, and in the group you can ask questions, and it's like, you know, you stuff like that. 200 likes, yeah, only 240, nothing much. Nothing much here. Set up 2 forming on GJ if it closes bullish. Drop a like, let's make it 300. Hey bro, yesterday was my first day watching your live and you made $800 with the GJ sell. Amazing, well done. Well done for following a signal. What I rather you say in the chat is, hey man, yesterday was your first live and I made $800 and I also learned how you took that sell. That would make me happy. Right? First time watching your stream, really enjoying so far. I'm very new to trading. Very interesting how you talked about analysis. Thanks, Liam, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Right? I'm glad you find the information useful, man. That's my point here. It's what I strive to do. Put as much value out as possible. And I appreciate everyone who supports that. I greatly do. The goal is just to share my experiences and try and make this Forex a better place. Enough of all of this BS, courses, furus, all of this stuff. Do you do live trades in the Zoom? Sometimes it's good to share ideas and say, no, don't do it. That's exactly what the Zoom is for and what the group is for. Is when people take, you know, ideas and I can instill confidence. So people send their ideas. Hey, what do you think of this trade? And I say, yeah, you know, that makes sense to me. It makes, you know, that seems like a good thing. You following me for a month and you improved your trading a lot? Amazing. I'm glad to hear that, man. Well done. And you improved it. I didn't improve it. I just guided. You're the one who took action. Learning from what you're saying, what's your current view in correction or head back up? I'll look at Euro USD for you. It should have dumped down with the news yesterday. There's that dump. Now it's probably going to have a small cool-off period here. Wouldn't be surprised to see it have a cool-off period here. A daily closing back inside the range here. 4-hour time frame also consolidating. Yeah, it's not the best to trade. I think if you can get back above with strong close above 1.08725, you could see some buys towards the upside. Otherwise, it's just going to range. And same thing for GU basically. You want to join? Yeah, well, no one has joined yet. I said whoever wants to join, today's your last chance. I'll only accept one spot or something. That guy wanted to join, but he didn't. And then that's it. It's going to be closed till next month so I can manage everyone and make sure everyone's happy and everyone's good. It's just how I want to run it. Make sure everything's high quality. Why do I keep it squeezed so tight? Because this is what I want to. If I don't want to trade like that, too many lines. I want to focus on what's in front of me. Can you sell gold? For me, gold is bullish at the moment. What do these lines even mean? These are different levels, brother. So 4-hour support means the 4-hour support. 4R means 4-hour resistance. And we trade between these levels. Thank you, Jade Trades. What about Gbpjpy? We're staring at it right now, man. Am I from South Africa? No, I'm not from South Africa. I am not from South Africa. Oh shit. I filled this water up way too much. See, I was looking at chat and now look what you guys made me do. Alright, this is going to be a very delicate operation now. Are you ready, guys? Very delicate operation here. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, we're safe. Thanks for your work on live streams teaching us. Do you think if we use a fib, price can come to a push up? You don't need a fib. Just focus on structure. Yeah, that was 1 pip stop loss on that glass. 1 pip stop loss on that glass. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'll be back. Just go to the toilet. Literally 30 seconds. Listen to me, Sharp. I'm listening to you, man. I can't see anything. Good morning, Sneeko. What's a good broker? Well, I can't recommend a broker if I haven't tried it, right? Think about a holiday in Abu Dhabi. What would you recommend? I think why not come to both? Yo, Darkawesh Pokala. Right? I'm not going to answer your question if you're going to spam. So, sorry. Bye-bye. So, Abu Dhabi, very nice city. Why not come to Dubai as well? Right? You can go to both. Spend a few nights in Abu Dhabi and a few nights in Dubai, and you'll enjoy it. Thank you, Luciano. YouTube business indeed. Everyone asks me what broker do I use. Since I'm not affiliate, I'm telling you the broker that I use has to pay me at this point now. Yeah, they have to pay me at this point. Maybe I get in touch with a brokerage firm. Do I mind explaining my stop loss placement? Not at all, man. Not at all. So, as I said, if you watched the recap yesterday of this trade, I said basically that I don't expect this to be such an easy move. This stop loss here just above the highs is too close, 11 pips. I was relying on price respecting the whole range here, right, before continuing up. So instead of running it all the way up here and having to run, because once you want to be accurate with your stop loss. So instead of running it up here and having basically to run an extra 3-4 pips, which adds up over time, I said to myself, as long as we respect these highs basically around and nothing closes above, and then give it a gap, so my stop loss is practically somewhere around here, right? And I didn't expect it to happen so fast. So realistically, my stop loss was above this high right here, but I just left it here, and it didn't get right. So basically we're looking this high to be respected, and as long as this high is respected, which is the range high, we should be able to continue down. Make sense? Why not put an affiliate link for your broker so you get commissions? Yeah, so the thing is, and this is something, I don't like having like an affiliate, not an affiliate link, but I don't like partnering with a brokerage who's gonna do something that, you know, a lot of these guys, the problem what they do is that they partner with a brokerage, and that brokerage puts them on like a B-book, or they have some sort of sign-up thing. If I partner with a broker, I want to be more involved with them. I want to be someone who I can trust, someone who I know, someone who's not just going to make me an affiliate. I want to be part of it, because if I'm going to trust people to sign up with them, I want to make sure that it's a good brokerage, you know, because this is my brand image I built, and I don't want to shill people different brokers if it's going to mess them up or they're not going to treat them well. So they really have to be someone who's really something you know, high quality, right? I want to make sure it's high quality and something I can trust in, and something that you guys can benefit, because at the end of the day, if I put an affiliate link and I don't know anything about the broker, but they pay me good money, yeah, it fills my pockets, but it does bad for me long term, because if anything happens to that broker, it comes on my head, it ruins my image, and I feel bad because now I feel other people have got affected, and I'm sitting here happy, which a lot of these gurus online, right, are happy to do because they don't care. So if I were to affiliate with a brokerage, I want to make sure that I know a lot about that brokerage and that I can trust them, and I'm happy to say, yeah, this is the brokerage I use. If you want to sign up with them, you can, because they're the ones that I use. But until I can find that, then, you know, it's how it is. Do you recommend watching your videos and practicing the strategies before you join? No, you don't have to do that, because in the group, when you get access to it, I've made fundamental video already, so you get direct access to that, and you can immediately start getting into that content. So it's already organized in the group for you. I'd recommend the only video you really need to watch before joining the group is probably the free course, because you should watch the free course anyways. I mean, it's free, right? So make use of it. Do I play COD? No, I don't play COD. I used to play CSGO. Now I don't play any games, no more time. How's your experience with past and present broker? I've only used my account has only been on one broker, and I've just kept it on there because I've had no issues, thank God. What do you think about Fibonacci? I don't use Fibonacci, so it doesn't matter for me. What's my opinion on GPNZD? Send a chart. Pocket options. Pocket options is I don't really. I think this is the ultimate form of trading for me. I've never tried it, so at the end of the day, I can't give a full thing. What's my account balance? I risk a 6-figure account balance, but my account balance is 5 figures due to me not wanting to have 6 figures in a brokerage. So you do the math. What's your edge? My edge? I don't know how to define my edge. My edge it's complicated, my edge, but my edge is in finding, it's from trading range to range and finding opportunities of what's in front of me utilizing price action. How do you develop your winning strategy? You backtest it, and then you try it for a year and keep adjusting it for the year. And if it works the whole year, then you have something you can use, and you keep doing it again and again and again and again and again and again. And at the end of the day, eventually, once you have enough data, you can find out that if this is good or not. Can we use 5 minutes? What do you think the answer is, John? No, we cannot. Don't FOMO into 5. It's not our... Of course we can't. No way we can use. It's not part of our plan. What do I think of spread betting? I don't know enough about it to give you a... Just since it has the word betting in it, I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Yeah, it's basically binary options, which is... Yeah, binary options is bad. What was my job before trading? I went straight into crypto. That was the first thing I ever did. I went into crypto, then I launched an online business, and then I closed that business. But yeah. The first thing I did is went into crypto and went heavy. So my first job, the first way I made money was I used to flip shoes. So while I was in school, I was reselling shoes. That business was so good back then. Yeah, if we create a support, then it would look great for buys margin trader. That's what I would be looking for. Instagram post was fire. Yeah, thanks guys. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, please do consider following me on Instagram. I put a lot of effort. It's at Tradesharpe. Make sure not to follow any other Instagram. I can't even speak. I'm always updating on the stories. And yeah, so you guys should follow me there. If we can get me to 3K followers, I would really appreciate it. I'm constantly sending updates there and stuff that we talk about on stream. I show you it all on there and stuff like that. So definitely consider following me on Instagram at Tradesharpe. Link is in chat, link is in description. I would appreciate it if you could give me a follow there. And you can watch the trade recaps and ask questions, right? You see? So drop me a follow. Let's get up to... If we get up to 3K on Instagram, I'll do a giveaway. A nice giveaway. Either 1K views on stream or 3K on Instagram. But yeah, lots of good content, trade recaps and all of that good stuff. So yeah, definitely have a look at it and enjoy. Enjoy. Instagram links is page not found. That should not be the case. That's what funded your college? Nice. Just search on Instagram Tradesharpe, you'll find it. There's only one Tradesharpe and it's just one word, Tradesharpe. Voice crack, yeah, I know, right? Thanks for the answer. I learned a lot from you about my patience. Yeah, patience is so important. So important. Crypto or Forex trading? 100% Forex. I prefer just to invest in crypto, not trade it. How many setups do I have? I personally have 6. But 3 main setups and then a total of 6. It says join at the end. What do you mean it says join? What? There's 3 Tradesharpe. Yeah, the original one, Tradesharpe. Not Tradesharpe underscore, not underscore. Guys, the link is in the description. If you can't open a description, there's a big problem. If you guys can't open a description, it's a big problem. Which one do we follow? Man, if you can't even understand what Tradesharpe is, the one... you know... In what link? In what link does it say join? I'm so confused too, bro. Let me see what they talk. Read in the description of... Okay, let me teach you guys how to open a description. If this is my live stream, go down to the description. Here's my Instagram. The first link, my Instagram. Here's the free Discord group, free Telegram group. And here is the exclusive group link, all in the description. Very simple. DAX, let's have a look. Can you send a chart? It's quicker if you send a chart, but it's okay, I'll have a look. It's closing a bit deep, man. Closing a bit deep. Probably just waiting for above. I don't think there's enough range. I think they're playing with you. Yeah, I think so too. Can we get a tutorial on how to click the mouse? Yeah, we'll seriously need that at some point, man. And these people expect to become traders. Worries me. It worries me. Tell you that much. Can I look at the chart? I want to look at this chart first. Let's see. Yeah, man, I don't trade using Heikenashi. Setup 1. Yeah, that makes sense. Anything closing back in the range, you can manage it. Makes sense. Your views on funded accounts? They can be a great opportunity if you're prepared, but remember that opportunity within one day can be taken away from you. So use it to build your own personal account. Use it, and you probably need to have a safety net. So you probably need to have multiple funding accounts so that if one denies you a payout, you're guaranteed to be paid out by multiple. And then you can scale that, right? And scale your own personal account so you're not reliant, because remember, with a funding account, if it's so easy to make 10% on a funding account to pass it, it's going to be easy to lose it at some point. You will have bad days. It's part of a trader. And at the end of the day, you need to have, if they deny you payouts, you're stuck. There's a lot of scenarios where you can be messed up, but if you use the opportunity of funding to be able to build your own account, it could be good, and then you don't have to rely on it. So use it as an opportunity, and remember, passing phase 1 and phase 2 does not mean that you're making money. You only make money when you make money on that funded account, and then you have to scale that. It's all about scaling. Life is about scaling. This is a great question from Daniel. I love this question. How long did it take you to get your psychology to a place it needed to be before you I can't even speak. I want to record this question. How can I record this question? Someone clip this. Crest, clip this. Tell me when you're recording. All right. So this is a great question here from Daniel. How long did it take you to get your psychology to the place it needed to be before you were consistently profitable? Psychology is constantly a battle in trading, and it just takes general experience. I think you need to see at least one market cycle before you even know enough about yourself to be able to progress. And one market cycle is 1 year. So anyone who's been trading less than 1 year, they still have so much to learn about their psychology. And even after that, you're still constantly progressing on it. And it's a constant battle. And it is a huge part of the game. So a year. Stick with the large. Even the large funds don't pay out all the time, man. Sorry to tell you, but sometimes they don't. You know? So you have to really be careful. So that's why it's good to have multiple, so that if one doesn't, you're protected with the other. You see what I mean? This is what I'm thinking ahead. If you can leverage multiple, right? Can I learn all your setup for free? Yeah, I post that for free, guys. Come on, you know me. It's Tradesharpe here. Right here, top 3 setups. It's all posted for free. I look like MJ. It's just my face is a bit diet face at the moment. How did you decide what session you wanted to trade in? Mostly time, right? So if you lived in US, then whatever time zone it fits, whatever time fits for you to trade. Let's say you are someone who went to school, you probably want to trade after school. After school would probably be Asian session. If you are someone who wants to wake up in the morning and trade, it would probably be London session for me. And in Dubai, I wanted to trade in the morning. And also, I like GJ. GJ is my pair, so that's the best, right? Jove, man, that's the best question, Jove. Time zone fits your trading? Yeah, that's Goldinium's on the grind, though. How old was I when I started? The first time I ever looked at trading was when I was 16. But I didn't start trading till I was around 18. And even at 18, I wasn't doing too much. I'd say really around 19 is where I locked in. Do you work out before your sessions? I do cardio before the sessions. I have a morning routine. Oh, we're pushing below this 250. Wonder if we can get sells. Yeah, my selling zone today for GJ is below 250, so I'm seeing if we can get sells. We just have to worry about this 4-hour support. This is the only 4-hour support that I was worried about where we are around the 300 is why I didn't want to sell into 300. And this closed no bottom wick anyways, but it's only been a 9-pip move. But below here, the next 4-hour support, I don't think we have much range even, right? Yeah, we have enough range. If we close back into here, 10 pips and then 14 pips, yeah, it could be an option. We'll see, we'll see. Still could break out of here. Can I just blow up the account if they don't pay you? But then it's a waste of time, right? How old am I now? I'm 22 now. Do I use MACD RSI? No, I don't. No needed. When is the date on the win-loss ratio? We started that. When did we start that? Almost 4 months, something like that. Check on the tracker, like maybe a month before the tracker. This tracker was started on the 7th. Yeah, 4 months ago, something like that. How long have I been on YouTube? I think almost coming 3 years, maybe. I'm always hesitant to enter trades even though they're correct. It's because you don't have a plan that you know how to replicate. If you're always correct and you have a plan, then you shouldn't hesitate because you're like, this follows my plan and I should be right most of the time. You press the button. At what age did you start? When I started, I told you I was like 18, 19. And then when I started with nothing. I started with demo account. I was in crypto, investing heavy in crypto. And I knew how to manage risk already. I knew how to do all of this stuff. And because I was in crypto, I invested very heavily in crypto. Well, heavily for me at the time. And then, first account I opened was $25,000 account. Because I wanted to risk 1%. Right? I wanted to risk 1%. And 1% of 25k is only 250. So I was happy to risk 250. Then I'm like, you know what? I don't need 25k in there. I lost 2k immediately anyways. So then I kind of went down and built back up from there. How to trade on a small account like $10, $20? The same way you trade on a big account. Risk 0.01s. Right? And then once you get better and can deposit more money, you manage your risk and you increase your risk, right? So now if your account's $1,000, you can risk 3% of that. No, I don't have any targets. Yes, I saw it landed on the moon. Congrats. Amazing. Where do you think we'll see a bounce on GJ? This is not stuff that I predict. I let price show me it wants to bounce, then I take buys or sells based off that. This is a nasty 1 hour close, huh? Damn. How are we gonna sell this 1 hour close? I wanna see a thunderstorm or something. Look at this. want to see some form of thunderstorm or something. Do I have any video that teaches risk management? Yeah, I should do. Let's see. I think I removed it. Yeah, I think I removed it. I used to have one. But no one was watching it, so I removed it. Oh, it's right here. Risk management, yeah. Risk management for Forex traders. I'll share it in chat so you don't have to scroll. There we go. Perfect. I knew I did it. See if we get, how big is our stop loss? 18 pips for a 11 pip target. Not the best, guys, not the best. If this closes any deeper, it makes it very hard for me to take a trade. I want to see it close somewhere where it is right now, and then a nice top wick so I don't have to worry, and then I can just hold max stops here and look to get a small scalp and expect volume to continue price. Otherwise, it's just hard. Do you have any side businesses while you trade? Yeah, my main business was investments. And then I had a light company that used to sell lights. That was another business. Now I'm just focusing growing Tradesharpe. When Tradesharpe prop firm? No, I have a business model that will end all prop firms. I would not, if I were to do my own prop firm, it would be like a private one with private investors. Might just wait for sales below 987. Yeah, I think that's the safest. Or just look for pullbacks to continue down. I think NY would be nice to see a big pullback. Everyone tries buy because they buy too early. They don't wait for like a change of structure. And then NY reverses. That would be the best, man. Did news come out? No, it's just dumping really hard here, man. Be interesting if it closes above here, guys. Yeah, stop loss is mainly always above previous candle. Are you looking to start a hedge fund? No, I wouldn't start a prop firm. I would just, I'd have a private equity where I would take very talented traders, and then I would take private funds and then give it to these traders, and then we'd all trade together. And then of course they get dividends from that, and the private equity investors would get dividends. Do you trade news? No. Is it true that water is more expensive than petrol in Dubai? No. Water costs like 10 cents. What time frame I use for entry? I mainly use the 15, and our stop loss average pips is like 14, 15 pips, sometimes 20 pips max. That's the average. Yeah, I don't like this. But I do like the top wick it's making. I do like the top wick. If this could just close, like, imagine this could close with this long wick and give us setup number 3. For me, gold is not a sell at the moment. I think gold should continue up. If it flips now, yeah, the flip could be an option. The problem is, it's just tough. It's a tough one. 12 pip target, 18 pip stop. It's, you know, it can be an option, guys, by the way. Or wait, 5 thunder would be better, but it can be an option. I'm not going hard on this because I just want to keep things relaxed going into tomorrow and the day after. Do you also trade NY? Yeah, I would trade NY if I want to. You're in for a sell. Where did you sell? The highs? Today is Jackson Hole. Yeah, the same kind of thing as yeah, we just need to be careful of random stuff. Tomorrow there's big news? I don't think so. Yeah, Jackson Hole tomorrow, all day. Monday is GBP bank holiday, guys. So remember, Monday, GBP bank holiday. So we'll not be trading London session, right? A rest day, yeah. I like this camera. This is my main camera. The other one just ran out of charge sometimes. I mean, this main one runs out of charge sometimes. What's my strategy risk to reward? Mainly more than 1-to-1 or 1-to-1 equals. Depends what the market gives me. I focus on what the market gives me. Just post it in Discord, man. Post it in Discord. Have I thought about getting braids? No, I have not. Gbpjpy will go up. I don't see why it can't. No, it could be an option, but it's not ready for. It's not ready for to go up now. Yeah, the night vision camera. Yeah, that was bad. Looks so bad. Can we buy if candle closes? I want to buy back above this range. In this range, I think this is going to become a no trade range here. So I think this is where you're going to find very difficult place to try and trade is in between here. Because what you'll find is you'll find that there'll be a lot of inconsistency of direction. You'll have price come down, maybe go back up, maybe try to get to the highs, then come back down. You find a lot of inconsistency. So if you can get back outside here, easy buys. Below here, there's selling options to continue down. And that's basically how you'd run it. Because remember where we are on the 4 hour, guys. Always check the higher time frames. On the 4 hour, we retested perfectly this kind of area here. And we're kind of bouncing off it. So at any time, this 4 hour could flip, continue. If this bearish candle was not here, and we saw the first rejection coming from this zone, sells would make more sense. But remember, we are rejecting off daily support. We are 4 hours creating this. Could be a pullback to continue bullish. If I saw a change of structure from here, then I would trade this zone. Yeah, no problem. But not just rip it off one candle. Do you have a video on the importance of news? Not specifically. I have a video on how to trade news candles and stuff like that. Everyone asking me about gold. As I said, gold for me today is bullish. Right? Until something closes below 1915, preferably on a 4-hour, buys make sense for me on gold today. And based on previous daily closing bullish and previous 4-hour. At the moment, it's consolidating. What do I think about SMC? Suck my... Sorry, SMC. Yeah, I don't think of anything about it. I actually have video of it. What kind of change of structure? That's a secret sauce, bro. That's the secret sauce. It's difficult to explain. I have explained it in my exclusive group because, and look how long it took me to explain that. Just as an example, right? It's complicated. This is the type of change of structure I'd want to see, but look how long that took me to explain. Like, it's not that easy to just explain it. But essentially what I want to see is I want to see price come down, form a support, form a resistance, and price close above that resistance. That's the basic, right? So I want to see price close bullish, the next one form a resistance, and then the next one close above, something like that. That shows me, you know, you're looking for that. That move is like a change of structure. You don't buy high because you're buying up to this range here. Setup number 3 on 15-minute, guys. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Basically a setup number 1. Exactly. Yeah, it's like a change of structure, yeah. I remember previous video you had a trading plan. Yes, I'm going to the link is in the Discord. So if you guys haven't already joined the free Discord, you'll find all of that stuff in there. That is all free for you guys. Yep, this is a good plan. This is what I'm looking at as well. But yeah, in resources in the free Discord, link is in description. You can find all of those resources. So many resources for free, guys. You have the stream journal, trade recaps, price action entry PDF, trade tracker, trading plan, checklist, successful trader checklist. What do you think about TGR? Is he a good trader or not? I don't know anything about him, man. Asking me if he's a good trader or not doesn't make sense, because if it works for him, then that's fine. Doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me if someone's good or someone's not. It's just, it doesn't, you know, and the same question you ask him doesn't affect him. You should focus on you. Focus on what makes most sense to you and follow that. Simple. If this 50-minute closes like this, I think it'll take a while before we get a setup. So maybe I'll just wrap up the stream if this 15-minute closes like this, and I'll leave you guys the plan, because the whole reason I want to start a stream as well is so you guys build confidence. And if you guys fail to have confidence to take a trade and you're just waiting here for signals, you're never gonna get better. And we discussed a lot this stream. We went through a lot. This was a good stream. This was a good stream for sure. A lot of information was discussed. Yeah, charts didn't do too much, but we discussed so much. $5-minute? Nah, I'm not buying on the 5-minute. Drop a like, let's make it 350. Yeah, if you guys haven't already and you want to join the Tradesharpe streams and be part of the Tradesharpe family, be sure to leave a subscribe to the channel. I think we're almost at 23k. Yeah, 22.6, not bad. If we can get to 23k, that would be pretty cool, huh? So if you guys haven't already and want to join future streams, make sure to leave a subscribe. Otherwise, you won't be notified when we go live, and you won't be notified when there's a new video dropping. And when you don't get notified, you're just going to miss out. I do not use footprint chart, no. We looked at Euro USD, it's consolidating. Thank you for the stream, absolute banger. Thank you, brother, thank you. Can you explain what the plan is at the end of the stream? Of course, man. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. Come on. Who do you think this is? I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. I'm going to explain the plan. And then what happened last time? Remember, we got volume like an hour later. I started seeing in Discord, everyone started taking those trades. And I gave the plan and everyone was taking those trades. And I'm like, it made me so happy. You're going to remember, so when you had 1 million subscribers, same person, bigger audience. That's it. Good night, man. Take care, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. So yeah, I better see you guys post up trades. So the plan, guys, here's the plan. Taking a buy off a 15-minute bullish closure like this is not enough. So what we need to see is we need to see either price get back outside of this zone and we take buys above basically 500. This will be an easy move to continue bullish here, and we can go and retest the highs that was made pre-London. If not, then what we can look for is we can look for sells. The problem is this wick we have here is heavy rejection. So what I'd prefer to see is a 15-minute candle closing bearish below, and that can give you the sells to try break through this 4-hour level, but break even at this 4-hour level and then continue to the bottom of the range and be done, right? So that's what I want to see here. Very simple plan. The trade might come in the next 10 minutes here. Early option is a 5-minute candle closing below the range, but at the end of the day, be very careful just taking it at the break of this low, as you can get rejection. Remember, there's a 5-minute structure here, so you want to wait for something closing below at the earliest. So watch out for that. And yeah, that's basically it. Pretty clean and simple. And yeah, that's the plan. I hope to see you guys on future streams. Make sure to post up the trades if you do take the trades. And that's the plan. Build the confidence to take the trades. And yeah, I'll catch you guys hopefully very, very soon. And on the next trade. With that being said, take care, Tradesharpe, and hopefully catch you guys soon. Peace.